It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another video for The Walking Dead universe, and more specifically, The Walking Dead World Beyond Season 2. We've got some new inside information when it comes to a possible crossover in Season 2 of World Beyond. It appears that we know now who the crossover character is going to be. It's not officially confirmed, but there's a lot of rumors and speculations that this is in fact going to be revealed in the near future. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this news down. Alright, before we jump into this, as always, if you're not a subscriber and enjoy the content by the end, consider subscribing to join our community. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so if you're not a subscriber and enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe to help me get there. Also, don't forget to share and smash the like button and press the bell to be notified when we upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right into it. Now, based on some rumors and speculations going around recently, it appears that we're gonna have yet another crossover character in the world of The Walking Dead, similar to the crossovers that we saw from The Walking Dead to Fear the Walking Dead. First Morgan, then Dwight, and then Sherry after him. It appears this time though that the crossover is going to be between The Walking Dead's original show and The Walking Dead World Beyond. Now this definitely connects and lines up with something that Gimple, who is the chief content officer for anything Walking Dead, said about Season 2 of World Beyond. He said that we might see familiar faces in Season 2 of World Beyond, so that definitely points towards a crossover between one of the other Walking Dead franchises and World Beyond. We've talked a lot about who this familiar face could be, and at this point, again, based on the rumors and speculations, it appears that we know who that familiar face could be. That familiar face is none other than Jadis or Anne herself, which is extremely interesting. So Jadis, who was of course taken to the CRM with Rick Grimes himself, will appear on World Beyond. Now there's a couple things to keep in mind here, and those things make this very interesting in terms of the choice to bring Jadis to World Beyond. The first thing and the most important part of it is that it definitely makes sense that Jadis would appear in World Beyond, because we know World Beyond is focused towards telling us a little bit about the CRM, and of course Jadis was taken to the CRM. So it definitely lines up for Jadis to appear in some fashion in Season 2 of World Beyond. Now what makes things a little interesting and tough to speculate is that just because Jadis or Anne appears on World Beyond doesn't mean Rick will. And why that's important is because just because Jadis or Anne show up in World Beyond doesn't mean that we're gonna hear anything about Rick or even learn a little bit about what happened to him, because there's no reason for Jadis or Anne to talk about Rick unless they do something weird where someone there knows Rick or something like that, which I think would be a little bit of a stretch, and it just wouldn't be bounded in reality if they go that direction. And the other thing to keep in mind is the timeline. If Jadis or Anne appears in one of the outposts that one of the sisters from World Beyond was taken to, then that means that the timeline of it is completely off, because that would be a couple years after Rick was taken to the CRM. So unless Jadis or Anne appears as a CRM soldier, it doesn't make sense for this story to connect to Rick's disappearance in any direct way, if you know what I mean. Now, there is another way they could do it though, to not actually have Jadis or Anne appear in World Beyond in the current timeline. They might do something where someone that the survivors meet in World Beyond who's from the CRM tells them about Jadis, and we kind of see Jadis in a flashback or something like that. That's a little more underwhelming, but at the same time, that opens the possibility that they could give us a little bit more insight into what happened to Rick and maybe tease the movies a little bit more. But that's pretty much everything that I wanted to go through in this video. A very interesting choice, but not one that surprises me. But at the same time, depending on how they approach this crossover, it could make things a lot more interesting or more underwhelming. But I'm definitely interested to know everyone's thoughts and opinions. So let me know what you think about this potential crossover. Do you like it, or do you think it's not going to work out great? Much like the initial crossovers from Walking Dead to Fear the Walking Dead. Share your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. If you're not a subscriber and enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe to join our community. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so if you're not a subscriber, make sure to subscribe to help me get there. Share and smash the like button, and last but not least, don't forget to press the bell to be notified when we upload. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.